Hey folks, thanks for tuning in today. So we're just gonna do a quick little video actually about me tracing up an AI platypus for a client that's coming in today. And I just thought that would be a fun video. The last video I did on Eamon Dietzel is going to be postponed because I completely messed up the audio. That's why the audio on this one isn't as good because my lapel mic died. Yeah, so I've got to actually do a whole voiceover on that video before I can get it out to you folks. Sorry about that. In the meantime, though, we're just going to follow along for what I have to do for my job. And today, it's going to be a cute little AI platypus. Platypus. Apparently, I can't talk because I'm out of practice doing videos, but if this sounds interesting to you, I'm Clay, the techie tattooer. And it's time to get to the iPad. All right, and so we are just gonna go ahead and go from the Mid-Journey prompt because sometimes you guys find that interesting. We're starting super simple here and seeing if this is just gonna go ahead and give us what we want. A black and white illustration of a platypus swimming. And yeah, let's just push go and see what Mid-Journey comes up with for this. Yeah, that's not good. We definitely don't want him to have a turtle shell. This one's pretty cute, but definitely not what we're looking for. Missing the back leg here. This one's nice, but the back leg and this back fin thing are all confused together. I'm actually worried. Currently, Mid-Journey doesn't do like axolotls very well. Apparently, it's not doing platypuses very well either, so let's go ahead and just jump into a regular Google search on this guy. Wow, I had no idea that the platypus's paw thingies fins were that big. This is funny. This guy's just too cute. All right. Let's bring these in, hit the plus button, go to my paper, 300 DPI, a standard 8.5 by 11, insert photo. Yep, all right. This guy's super cute. This guy, I like his angle on him. Yep. So actually what I am gonna do is composite these two images into the one platypus that I'm gonna do to get his positioning all nice and cute. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and just duplicate these again, or rather at all for the first time. I want to lock you. Unlock. All right, and then I'm gonna move you down here, size you up just a little bit, get to my soft brush and erase out a little bit bigger. Erase out this kind of area here for his back. Then we're gonna take this guy, bring him down. I'm gonna tuck it under so I have an easier time aligning these guys. Right, and then we're gonna make this just a little bit bigger there. And boom, that's my little composite platypus. I like that. I'm gonna squish these two onto one layer. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the opacity, drop it way down here. And again, so if you didn't see that, clicking this whole bar, I clicked the end, but it doesn't matter, right? You can just click the bar itself. Or no, you do have to click the end, weird. There we are. And then this slider just drops the opacity down. Get onto a new layer, make sure I'm on my technical pen, and then my technical pen for my eraser. And we're just gonna start tracing this cute little guy up here. And where are their noses? Are they up there? Is it like a duck? I think, yeah, I think they're up here. I think that's his little nose hole right there. Not so many lines. We're gonna do fewer lines than that. Because we just want to make sure that we're kind of creating a little bit of differentiation there. Yep. We're gonna give him a little bit of a shoulder lump. Yeah, got that going. What is that? Oh, that's just the transition, right? That's the other guy's paw coming in here, right? But we don't want that because we want his cute little paw to be poked out this way so we can actually see it, because that's just a better look overall for just art in general. Go away, fly. The flies in the shop have been notorious this fall. I guess it is technically fall, right? I'm right about that. It's September. If you're watching this video later, you'll just have to trust me. A little bit more extreme just so that it looks, yep, we'll go a bit more like that with that one. Cool. I want the shoulder not to be so angled, but a little bit rounder. There we are. I definitely don't like how aggressive that looks, so we're totally gonna soften that up and make it look more like these front ones. I might even get the claws, get rid of the claws on it. But we are gonna keep that little fat lump because that's cute. Yep. For something like that. I'll round these off just a little bit. Again, so that he's just a little bit cuter and less aggressive looking. And yes, that's not realistic, but I think it's just gonna add to the design feel of it. This is for a dude who's pretty dang silly. And so we're considering the fact that I know my client and what the intention is for this tattoo. This is not supposed to be a serious tattoo by any means. It's a joke tattoo for a buddy of his that he calls Platypus. Yeah. Really funny local dude. Yeah, exactly. I like that. And then we'll go ahead and continue some of these as like a little like underbelly marking here. So we're gonna go from here. So from there to there. And then we're gonna go up a little bit. Create a cute little belly line. Yep. And then to make sure that it looks like his tail's fuzzy, we're gonna create a couple little fur breaks in this. Yep. We'll create a little fur break, little other fur breaks around. Because that's cute. We'll put one on the top of his head. Make it look like he's got a little eyebrow, but not really, right? Yeah, and that's it, folks. That is our ridiculously silly, cute little platypus design guy. Something just like that. And, yeah, we'll shade it all out and whatnot. Maybe I should show you guys how I would do the shading on this, just to kind of finish the lesson out, or finish the little, I don't know what we're going to call this. It's not a lesson. This is just a fun little follow along. Make sure we're on that other layer. Awesome. Go to our airbrush. And I am going to actually drop the opacity down on this airbrush, bring it up a little bit. So we're at like roughly 50% opacity, is 54%. Whoa, what did I do? There we go. just have to lighten that face up just that little bit there. Yep, and there we are. That's our cute little platypus design. I'll throw some more textures in him and stuff when I actually do the tattoo, but that's it, folks. Using not AI, apparently Google searches, to splice together a cute little platypus tattoo. Anyway, probably put some like air bubbles around it and whatnot, but we'll ask dude when he gets in and see what our client thinks. All right, thanks for watching, folks. Oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, you know, because you guys are really helping the channel and I love doing these videos. Okay, yeah, bye.